everybody, what's up? It's Cooper here, and I've got a treat for all of the Sega fans out there. This video is entirely Sega stuff, and I know I usually don't pick up Sega stuff, but I have a friend here in town who is a collector, and I didn't know that it was him when I contacted him from the Craigslist ad, but someone was selling a big Sega collection, and I actually didn't know. We had emailed back and forth a lot about it, haggling and all that kind of stuff, and him sending me a list of what's included and all that stuff, and I didn't actually realize that it was him until he texted me on the day that we were supposed to meet. So anyway, there's a little story that I want to tell you once I get to the specific item it's about that's kind of funny, but there's tons of stuff to show you here. This will be a long video, so grab a snack if you want, but there's over like 150 games here to show you guys, and systems and stuff and everything. So let's see. Just to start off, I did buy this entire thing to sell because I do not collect Sega, but this will definitely help me in getting home for Christmas. This is the only reason that I bought this stuff, is because I can make a decent amount and it'll really help me to get home for Christmas. So there's, let's see, this is the biggest box here, which is very heavy. That's full of stuff. Then there's this box here, and there's this box here, and then there's two systems. So honestly, I have not dug through everything yet. I know it's in here because he sent me lists of everything, but this isn't going to be in any particular order. So let's just start. First up, a boxed Model 1 Sega Genesis with the Sonic the Hedgehog game, and on the box it has the high definition graphics system, so hopefully that's the one that's in here. But I did open this and it's perfect. It's got the styrofoam insert, and then it also has a styrofoam piece that goes on top that's just like a thin layer, and everything's in great condition. It has everything, including the baggies even, so that's very, very awesome. The other system is a boxed Sega Saturn, and this is the one that comes with the I don't know if it's a Model 1 or a Model 2 controller, but it's the controller that kind of looks like a 360 controller instead of that circular controller. Here it is here. Baggies and everything. I actually haven't opened this yet, so I'm just doing it now. We've got cables, system information in the baggies, and then we have the system in the baggies, and it's got the kind of cardboard inserts and everything. So very awesome. I hadn't opened this yet, but I knew that it was all complete and everything. So those are the two systems that are included. Let me get this closed back up here. So let me get those out of the way and start going through this big box here, because I think there's something on top I wanted to show. Yes, there is an extra Sega Saturn controller. And there is a boxed Sega Saturn Stunner arcade gun. Very, very cool. When I was looking stuff up on eBay, there seems to be a bunch of third-party Sega Saturn guns that look like they might be being made now for some reason. But this one is original, fully complete. It's got the game in there and all the paperwork with it. Got the baggie on the cord and the styrofoam cover to cover the whole thing, which is very awesome. The box is basically in really nice condition, as far as not being like crushed or anything. There's some sticker residue and there's a sticker price tag on it and some random stuff like that, but other than that, the box is in really good condition. So let's see what is next. I guess I'll show you guys these. There is a Sega Saturn backup cart, which is basically a memory card, and these are pretty expensive. They're like 30 or 40 bucks, which is crazy. And then there's also a Sega Saturn Action Replay, which has this weird port on the top here. Not exactly sure what that's for, but I know this can be used as a memory card as well. And then I think the rest are games. So move this big box out of the way, and I'm going to start with this box here because it's all cartridges. Move that over there. Move that over there. Okay, there's tons of stuff in here. I'm kind of gonna go quickly by a lot of it just because there's so much to get through. There's over 100 Genesis games here. So first up, NHL 96, Bulls vs. Lakers NBA playoffs, Zany Golf, Triple Play 96, NHL 95, and there's a few more EA cartridges in here. I guess they're not EA. I can't even read that. Road Rash 3. Sorry for my Sega noobness. Populous. This is an EA cartridge. Shaq Fu. But it says it's like a square, a circle, and a triangle. Anyway, Tough Man Contest. Let's see. Those are all the cartridges in here that have the yellow tabs. So let's move on. Sonic 2. WrestleMania, the arcade game. Toki Going Ape Spit. Awesome name for a game. Toe Jam and Earl. Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. Awesome Possum. Super Hydlide. Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. Zelda wants to say hello. Six Pack. Animaniacs with the top label, end label ripped. Maximum Carnage. Mortal Kombat. Light Crusader. Kid Chameleon. Here's a good one. Shining Force 2. Clue. Batman Returns. Todd's Adventures in Slime World. The Tick. Toy Story. Here's another good one. Scooby-Doo Mystery. I think that's like a $20 cartridge. Although I don't collect Sega stuff, I do know which games to pick up if I see them like in the wild. You know, like I know, obviously, Musha is like one of the rarest games, and you know, Shining Force, stuff like that. So I do know a little bit about the pricing, I just don't collect it. Caesar's Palace. Ghostbusters. Gargoyles. Cool Spot. The first Shining Force. X-Men. Space Harrier 2. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2. Road Rash 2. Here's a Mega Drive game. Zombies, which is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Primal Rage. NBA Jam. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. And the last cartridge is Splatterhouse 2. Very awesome. So, those are all the cartridge-only Genesis games. And that box is now empty. So we can throw that over here. And go through this big box here, which has the rest of the Genesis games. And also some Saturn games and some 32X stuff. But this first one here, this is a Japanese Mega Drive game that I want to talk about, and it's Batman. Comes in this tiny case. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will remember that I had this before, and I picked up a huge Genesis and Sega CD and Master System bundle right before I moved to Florida, and this was included in there. And I was selling off as much as I could on eBay before I moved. I didn't get to sell it all, unfortunately, so I brought everything with me, and I was selling stuff on Craigslist. Someone contacted me, and we were emailing back and forth, and they wanted to buy this game for me. And we found out that his wife was the manager of the Wendy's, which is on my school's campus, so I met with her and sold her the game. This was like the first month that I was living here in Florida, so this was a year ago. And it was his wife. The guy that I bought this from, I met his wife at Wendy's, so this is the exact one that I owned before. I bought this in Vancouver, brought it to Florida, sold it, and have it back, which is just a crazy, funny story. And you know, I thought that was just so interesting that I ended up with the same exact copy of this game that I brought to Florida myself. I thought that was just really funny. So, on to the rest of the stuff here. All these games are boxed. Some of them are missing manuals. I'm sure most of them are complete. I haven't gone through them all yet. But let's start off with a couple 32X games I see on the top here. First we have Mortal Kombat 2 and WrestleMania, the arcade game. And this one is kind of weird. When I was looking it up on eBay, it is complete by the way. When I was looking it up, the cheapest one with the box, or complete, was like $36. And I was thinking, you know, that's way too much. So I checked completed listings, and the ones that were selling between 10 and 15. So, I mean, you just gotta be careful with stuff like that, because if I hadn't checked completed listings, I would have thought that was like a $30 game, but it's really not. So that just shows that like Genesis stuff doesn't sell as well as Nintendo either, because, you know, like, you don't have to check completed listings to know that a Mario 64 sells for like 15 bucks, because, you know, there will be tons of them at that price. But stuff like this, like the boxed WrestleMania arcade for the 32X, is not too common on eBay, so you just gotta do more research on that kind of stuff. So now we're getting into the Genesis games, and there's tons here. So here we go. Starflight, Tasmania, Haunting starring Poltergeist, and this one, I had this game before complete, and I always thought it was such a weird case, and I didn't know if it was the official case for it, if it was like a reproduction case, but it's the same one as last time. It's just like a super thick case, which is just kind of weird. Aladdin, Jeopardy Deluxe Edition, Battleship, The Fairy Tale Adventures. This one's in a weird case also. It's a EA game. World Heroes, MiG-29 Fighter Pilot, Altered Beast. I'm pretty sure there are some Mega Drive games in here as well. So we'll get to those when we get to them. Dinosaurs for Hire, Sonic Spinball, Pit Fighter, Streets of Rage, Rambo 3, Truxton, Quackshot, Mario Lemieux something hockey. What is this? Revolution X, I think. It says featuring Aerosmith. Huh. Beavis and Butthead. Maximum Carnage, so I guess there's... This is the red cartridge version, so there's the red cartridge version complete, and there's a cartridge only of the black cart. Monopoly. Clue. I guess there's 2 copies of that as well as NHL 95. F-22 Interceptor. This one has a photocopied manual. That is NHL 94. This case is destroyed too. Doesn't even close. Joe Montana Football 93. World Championship Soccer. Team USA Basketball. This one's really heavy. There's like a thick poster and a thick manual. Cardboard box one here. ATP Tour Championship Tennis. Judge Dredd. Super Street Fighter 2. Batman. Road Rash. Batman Forever. Ranger X. Ghouls and Ghosts. Here's a Mega Drive game. What does that say? Monsters something, Wonder Boy 3. Can't read that. Whatever. Forgotten Worlds. Might and Magic. Eternal Champions. Fatal Fury 2. This one, I think he said was... Yeah, this is... there's no cartridge for this, Phantasy Star 3. It's just a box and manual. Put that aside. Virtual Bart. This is a good one. Contra Hardcore. Time Killers. Here's another cardboard box one. Vector Man. It's got the shiny cover. Here's another good one. Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist. Mazen Saga, Mutant Fighter. Here's another Japanese Mega Drive game. I think this is also Mazen Saga. Thunder Force 2. Lightning Force. Subterranea. Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 3. Thunder Force 3. Castle of Illusion. Here's another Japanese Mega Drive game. Outrun. And it's a small stack left. Outrunners, which I guess would be the American version. Mickey Mania. Separation Anxiety. Shining in the Darkness. And the last one is a good one. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And that one is complete. So, let me just move these out of the way here. Actually, there's 2 more Genesis games that are sealed that I will show you once I move these out of the way. There's a sealed copy of Wheel of Fortune, and obviously the hang tab is broken through at the top, but other than that, I'm pretty sure this is a factory seal. It's got the seal down here, and it's across the bottom and across the top. So that's pretty cool. But this one is the cool one. It's a sealed copy of Castlevania Bloodlines, the cardboard box version. And it has an extra protective bag on it. Take it off for a second so you guys can see. So there's the seal on the bottom, and there's the seal on the top, and it's in really nice condition. Great shape. So this one, let me put it back in here. This one will be a good one to sell. I think I looked them up, and like sealed copies are going for like 60 to 70, somewhere around there. So that's pretty cool. So we have one more. Actually, there's some stuff here. Sorry. We're getting into the Sega Saturn stuff now, and there are some games here without cases and some games that are disc only. So I'll start with these and then get into the complete ones. First is a Nights into Dreams sampler, demo disc kind of thing. Then we have Fighting Vipers, disc only. 3D Baseball, disc only. Actually, some of these have the manuals. Sonic Jam, Gex. So yeah, there's the manual for Sonic Jam, the manual for Fighting Vipers, the manual for 3D Baseball, and then, what is this? Everything except for the case for College Slam. It's got the manual disc and the insert. Same thing for Hardcore 4x4. Same thing for VR Soccer. Same thing for Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball. And same thing for NASCAR 98. And then we have a little Ziploc bag here. Inside has a Sega Screams Volume 1 Sega Saturn demo, and a Sega Saturn, it says bootleg sampler, but obviously it's not a bootleg. There's that. So, a couple Sega Saturn demos here. I have no idea what those are worth. I didn't even really know those were included in the bundle. And then there's 3 complete Japanese Sega Saturn games here. There's Virtua Fighter 2, X-Men Children of the Atom, and Mobile Suit Gundam. And these are complete. They're for the Japanese Sega Saturn though. He did have one, but to pay what I wanted to pay, I told him he could keep the Japanese Saturn because I kind of don't really have a use for a Japanese Saturn. I don't imagine it'd be that easy to sell or anything, but I'll tell you what I paid at the end and everything. So next we're gonna go through this big box of Sega Saturn games, and there's some really good stuff in here. Let me just get these cardboard flaps down. Alright, so first up, Virtua Fighter 2, and all of these in here are complete. You know, maybe some of them don't have their little foam piece, like Virtua Fighter 2 didn't have it in there, but other than that, they all have the discs, manuals, and cases. Amok, I believe is how it would be pronounced. Die Hard Trilogy. World Series Baseball, 10-Pin Alley, Hyper 3D Pinball, Andretti Racing, Last Gladiators Digital Pinball, True Pinball. 3 pinball games so far. 4 now. Pro Pinball. Bottom of the 9th. Bug. Battle Monsters. That one looks pretty cool. Iron Man, Exo, Manowar, and Heavy Metal. Some of these I don't think were on the original list he sent me because I'm not recognizing a lot of these titles. Street Fighter the movie. NBA Live 98. Off-World Interceptor Extreme. Crime Wave. The Need for Speed. Gun Griffin. Area 51. Primal Rage. Galactic Attack. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. NBA Jam Extreme. Sega Rally Championship, which has like a shiny cover. All the other ones are white, but that one's silver. WrestleMania, the arcade game. X-Men Children of the Atom. So you have the US version and the Japanese version. Oops. Mortal Kombat 2. Loaded. The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Sega Touring Car Championship. And there's 3 more. Alien Trilogy. Dark Savior. And the last one, which is obviously and clearly the most expensive item that I got in the whole bundle. And this game, I think right now on eBay, is going for between $130 and $160 depending on condition. And that is Shining Force 3. And that one is complete. So very, very awesome. For the whole entire bundle, delivered to my house, I paid $6.50. And when I added everything up, like what I would expect to be making off of it, it's considerably more. I don't want to give a number because obviously it's going to be off in the end, but I usually try and pay about 50% of what I think I can sell stuff for. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I think I might be able to make off the stuff. But very, very awesome. And I actually have more stuff that I got today that I decided to save for the next video, because this one I thought it'd be cool to have an all Sega video for the Sega fans out there. And also, this video is probably already really long. I don't know exactly how long, but there was tons of stuff here. But I do have some really awesome Nintendo stuff that'll be coming in the next video. So, yeah. By the way, I'm filming this on Tuesday night. It'll be uploaded Wednesday. Everything that you saw in this video is for sale, but I already have a deal in the works with Mike Gartner, and I'm not doing trades unless you want to trade me stuff that I can sell, because I got it to sell. I need to make money off of it. So if you want to trade, the only things I'd be looking for would be Nintendo games, or Nintendo games that I can sell, mainly sticking to, you know, Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Final Fantasy, stuff like that, or Game Boy systems, from original all the way to SP. So if you have anything like that that you'd like to trade, just send me a private message. Other than that, you can check my eBay, and actually my eBay is full, so my roommate said that I could use his. So I'll put a link in the description to both eBays so you can check out all the stuff that I have for sale. I will be putting a lot of stuff on eBay. There are some things that I won't trade, like the Shining Force 3. That's just one thing that I need to sell because it's just worth so much, and I really need to get the money so I can go home for Christmas and everything. But yeah, so that's it for this pickup video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, links will be in the description, so check out both eBays. And you know, if you're interested in anything and you don't want to go through eBay, just feel free to send me a message and we can work something out and just go through PayPal if you'd like. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.